This is Mike on the mic today with Tony. And I wanted to give you a quick heads up. We have a special setup here in Aurora at our own home field. So we are in the broadcast booth. We've got our broadcasting set up.
Are you the field guy?
No, we're the...
Oh, you're just scorekeeper?
Yep.
Oh, no, we're not scorekeepers.
And we're...
broadcasting the game.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so you're broadcasting my ass.
Yes, we are definitely doing that.
That's excellent.
So we're all set up here today for some baseball, and we are hoping to be able to set up and stay here. I need to set up the here we go. So we've got this set up here with our broadcasting paraphernalia. Tony in the mic, us in the box. And then I want to show you the boys today. The boys today, this is Bats for the Cure, and Bats for the Cure is all about breast cancer awareness. So the boys today are rocking pink jerseys, pink socks.
Yeah, right here.
We got Ricardo. And then
What's up, YouTube?
and YouTube says hello. Hello.
Win 30-0 right here.
There you go. 30-0, you heard it. So all right, everybody, in addition to having the pink jerseys and the pink socks, look at those socks, also have nicknames. So we'll go through everybody's nicknames today. But big shout out to Coach for putting together a whole pink setup for the game today. We have our opponents today are an 11U team. We'll talk about them in a second. But I need to get this video set up. So, but I wanted to show everybody where we were at and how the kids were a little different today, a little set up different today. So let me grab a thing. We will be the visiting team, obviously. Hello. Hey, Tony, how's this look? Are we good? Okay. Yeah, minus the raindrops for sure. Hopefully that goes away.
No, you, sir. Hey, I did it in the snow a month ago. I might as well do it in the rain.
This is Kaba.
They run off for the high school.
All right. There we go. I think we're good. Yes, I like it. Well, welcome, Jackrabbits fans. Tony and Mike again on the mic. We are very, very pleased to be with you today.
Welcome back, everybody. We're looking for a good start to this tournament. It's rainy. It's 9 a.m. and we're ready to go. We got music in the background, and we're going to get to take our cuts first.
Yeah, our team today is, what are these guys named? They are the CS Majestic. They are an 11U team, so
Yeah, I saw that, Mike.
playing
11.
kids a little younger than us. I think it sets us up nicely for, a pretty aggressive first at bats here. Get some runs on the board.
Yeah, we'll tell a lot with these first at bats. We're watching Majestic pitcher warm up. It was right down the middle and not a lot of velocity, so we're gonna have to wait a bit. And Joe's gonna lead us off. Jorge on deck, Cole in the hole, and we're ready to play ball, Mike. Love the pink unis.
I'm a huge fan of what Coach has done here. That first pitch is outside. You saw I've got the pocket radar set up there.
Oh, Parker radar, good.
Yeah, so
So
now-
coming in at 32 miles an hour, I don't know if that's correct.
I think that was the catcher throwing the ball back.
Okay. This is the 1-0 count. Joe squares around, and the delivery, and he's going to bounce a second one. So that's a 2-0 count. Majestic is just getting a feel for things. They're the home team in this game. They're playing Joe pretty straight up. A lot of room in the outfield. It's 3-0 count, Mike.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a ball that's been that competitive here, so we'll have to see if this 3-0 pitch comes down the middle. It does not. It's outside.
And we're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to pick a spot. Hopefully the ball makes it there. And you know, it's 320 all around the field on this one. So if we get one to the fence on a day like this, we know we've really found that. You know, with a lot of with the lack of velocity coming in, it's gonna take a Herculean swing to get it there.
Yeah, I think we're likely to see a lot of singles and doubles. The runner goes, ball is low. And nice stolen base, exactly.
So it's a 1-0 count to Jorge. Joe's going to be standing on second. It looks like we're going to run him again. We saw the arm now. Nothing much there. Catcher's set up for the outside corner. He's going to be tough to get his arm around. Hopefully Hunter picked up on that. We'll see if Joe's in motion on this one. We're going to check the runner. Joe's going to get the pink unis dirty with the white pants. Pink socks. I like the look.
I like the look too. And what I really like too is that the team has absolutely embraced it. So there was no I'm too cool for this or anything. Jorge pops the ball up to the left side.
Third baseman's got a beat on it. And it's
not
unfortunate.
Not corralled there by the third baseman. Foul ball.
It's a high gray sky. It's tough to pick up the ball on a day like that. So something you want to do, you don't want to put that glove up too early. You want to track the ball, get under it, then get the glove on it, right? So something to learn for the young third baseman on that one. It's a 1-1 count now. Let's see if Joe's in motion, the way the catcher's positioned, Mike. He's going to have to throw across his body. He's kind of on the first base side. Nope. Jorge's going to foul that one out. It's a 1-2 count.
Jorge is definitely ready to swing on this. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Again, ball not coming in especially hard. That was a 50-mile-an-hour pitch.
Or he's got to let it travel just a bit more. It's slow, and he's a little bit quick. He's trying to spray it towards right. And what did we see last tournament from Jorge, Mike?
Well, last tournament from Jorge, he was pulling the ball down the left field line, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And you know,
dead pull.
Yeah, exactly. But we were seeing a lot faster pitches coming in mid-50s. Here it's Jorge swinging at a pitch he shouldn't have. He
really expanded his strike zone on that, and as a result, it's going to pop out to nice play by the little shortstop.
Yeah.
So 1 out, runner on second. Cole's going to come up to the plate. Cole's not wearing his traditional number 34. He's wearing number 14 in this tournament. 14. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right now we need to get this run across the plate. Cole's going to have to be patient, find a pitch, drive the ball, and get us on the board nice and early.
Yeah, we got to put some runs on the board here. We can't be swinging at pitches out of the zone.
And Hunter correctly runs Joe now.
Yep.
And that was the right move on that one. So Cole's going to work on a 1-0 count. Joe's standing on third. And what Cole wants to do is try to wait on it, drive it to right field, score the run. Wants to hit it to the right side here, Mike.
And just to note, in addition to the additional jerseys, the boys all picked or had nicknames picked for them. So we had Joe, when he was up, Joe's nickname is Stretch. We're going by Stretch today. Obviously, we have Bell on the back of Cole's jersey, and I think there'll be more of that story here in a little bit. Jorge went with Super George, so just translating his Spanish directly over into English. Ground ball straight back
to the pitcher. Hits the pitcher. It's going to score the run. So it'll be an RBI. Going to have to really wait on this ball to drive it.
Yeah, Teddy now getting some reminders to wait on the ball as well.
So 2 out, 1 across. Teddy's going to come in and get us a base runner here, Ted. Yeah. What do you say?
Center fielder playing awfully short. Left fielder just moved into the gap. Right fielder down the line. So a sort of non-traditional outfielder alignment for the other team. Teddy pops that ball up.
Oh, just over the outreached arm of the first baseman. You know, grip's got to be an issue here in a game like this. It's misty. It's gray.
It's wet.
Yeah, it's wet.
Yeah. I joked this morning that an April day here in Colorado showed up in June. Ball high.
So it's a 1-1 count to number 7. He's going to step way up in the box on this one, Mike.
Yeah, he needs to because this pitcher is throwing at 48 miles an hour, and Teddy really struggles on a slower pitcher.
Hard to square a ball up. And Teddy's going to shoot that over the second baseman. It's going to foul, and it's going to get right down. So
Nice
that's what we
save.
want. 2 out hitter.
And that was Teddy the Nightmare. That's his nickname. So plays in with the last name of ours, but I try to avoid the last names here. We have a timeout on the field. Oh, there's a ball on the field. That's theirs.
This gives us a good opportunity to talk about Gianni. And Gianni's arguably been our hottest player. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no question about it.
Yep.
All facets of the game. So let's see if Gianni can wait on this and square it up and shoot it out. And he finds a gap here. Teddy's going to score.
Yeah. That ball's high.
It's going to squirt out of the catcher. Teddy's going to take a look at second.
Stand up on that.
Booth for you guys? Look at that.
I found a booth for us. How's that? So, Macho Meng is Gianni's nickname today. I don't know the history of that. I was trying to get some background from the boys, but they're busy warming up today. Now, wide open on the right side. If Gianni can drive it through the right side, Teddy would certainly score. Teddy going. Teddy
Hey.
down with his slide.
Nice pop-up slide by number 7. So it's going to be a 2-0 count. Teddy standing on third.
That was really quite a good slide from Teddy. He's been working on sliding earlier. The pop-up's a new thing.
And Hunter's correctly identified that we can run all day. And this is how we started the last tournament. We want people in motion. We want to put pressure on. Johnny's going to take an inside pitch. He didn't catch it. And it's a 3-0 count. So I don't think Gianni's swinging on this one, Mike.
Standard rules apply here. He will not be swinging. That last pitch was 52, so the highest we've seen from the pitcher, but also was not that competitive. So
And it's right down the pipe and kind of just flutters in there.
at 46,
Yes,
took the heat off and got the accuracy. Kind of standard trade-off that we have at this age. 3-1 now, 2 out. Teddy standing a mere 70 feet away from scoring.
And it's going to be outside. Gianni's going to be standing on first after a 5-pitch walk. And it brings in Aaron. Aaron had a great tournament last tournament, Mike.
You know, he really did. He really did, especially at the plate.
Yeah.
You know, the Miami Vice bat is back. For those of you that remember, we had it's quite a vibrant colors.
And I'll say it matches the uniform perfectly on this one.
It's beautiful today.
Don Johnson would be very, very happy.
That's right. Him and his sidekick Tubbs would love to see this happen. So
Good reference.
with the bat.
Okay, and Teddy's going to get down, and it's going to go back. Gianni's going to move to third on it. So, not sure what Majestic was trying to do right there. It looks like the shortstop tried to cut it off, but there wasn't a lot of pop. There wasn't a lot of velocity on the throw from the catcher. So, at that point, maybe better to eat the ball and not give up the run. As a result, 2 out.
2 runs in, and Gianni now standing on third. So that was a good move by Gianni to have a heads up when the ball hit the backstop to take the extra base.
And Aaron's going to swing.
Whoa, Aaron had some serious happy feet there. His left foot kind of went towards third, then he brought it back. But Aaron was swinging really well, and hopefully we can see that happen again.
This is the 1-1 count. It's right over the middle. Edler's going to pop it up. It's going to go to third base. Third base has got a beat on it, and it's going to hit the top. And he's going to make the play, but it's going to be a foul ball anyways. But great play by the third baseman.
Yeah,
nice rebound from that first foul ball that he saw.
There you go. And really kept his eye on it. You know what he didn't do there is put his glove up right away. He tracked it and then only brought it up once it actually hit the fence and bounced off the fence.
Well done. You know, with the happy feet when it's coming in this slow, you think you want to gear up for it and you want to get your feet in the right position, but it needs to remain the same swing. You're just going to have to wait longer. Trust your hands. And Aaron's going to get called out on strikes. So it's a punch out, 2 runs in, and we'll give you the defensive alignment here in a minute.
Yeah, maybe not our greatest inning, but nonetheless, that was on us, not on them. We go into the bottom of the first now. Teddy will take the mound, and
How's it going, Blue?
If you guys have a pencil I can borrow, because
I got-
I'm trying to keep score on mine, and it's a mess.
I got a pen.
I need that
I'll write it out to
pen,
you,
but it's
No good.
everywhere.
Let's see if we can find you a pencil.
We'll see if we can get
See if we
one.
can find a pencil from one of the things. So Blue needing a pencil here because the rain continues and is picking up. He is looking to keep score but not have it bleed around. So this is a Kaba tournament following generally the Colorado high school rules. So what that means is this is the 12 AA silver. We go 6 innings or an hour 45. No inning can start after an hour 45. There's 14 teams in this Bats for the Cure tournament, and that's great to see. So the top 7 will play in the bracket A tomorrow, bottom 7 in bracket B. Only bracket A gets any sort of medals or awards. So it's important that the Jackrabbits go 2-0 today to guarantee that they'll play in the medal round tomorrow. For parents that are listening in, the first seed doesn't play until 1 o'clock.
That's excellent news.
So a reminder that the tiebreaker here is first, obviously, your win percentage. So if we go 2-0, and then it's runs against. And in Caba, 12U, our Jackrabbits have the lowest runs against of anybody. So that bodes well for us.
Our pitching's really been phenomenal, really, this whole year, actually, if you think about it. It's the bats that need to come around.
Yep.
And we scratched across 2 in the first inning. We want to see that. We want to see 4 or 5, right? We want to continue to work that lineup and roll it over. So defensive alignment for you. Teddy's going to get the start today. He's going to be, his battery mate's going to be Jabril. Jabril's getting the start at catcher. From third to first, we've got Gianni, Jorge, Ricardo, and Cole. From right to left, we've got Joe in right, Jack in center, Christopher's going to be in left.
And we will bat everybody, so there will be unlimited defensive changes, and so each inning will have to give you a new one. With my new progressive lenses, I could see it. That's Chris in center now. It's pretty exciting, and Joe in right. Before I couldn't see it.
And I like the eye gear, Mike.
I'm officially an old man, but I like it, so I'll take it for the ability to see what's going on. So Teddy in his warm-ups throwing mid-50s. Really been working on 3 pitches. So I will say that I have to eat a little crow. Last time he pitched, I was really frustrated that he was throwing a lot of change-ups and curveballs. I went back and charted that inning. Those were strikes. The hits were his 52-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. So he and I, 55, a little high.
First pitch is just a bit high. Number 7 is going to step in and bat lead off for Majestic. He's going to have a smaller son, smaller kid.
Yeah.
Teddy's going to work from the windup.
Ball's
Pops the glove.
Ball high as well, 52 on that one.
Actually, no, Teddy's working from the stretch.
Yeah, he feels much more comfortable with the stretch. Him and I worked on the 2-seamer and putting some pressure to make sure that 2-seamer has a movement there. I believe at 50 that might have been a changeup.
Yeah. So he finds the inside part of the plate, and Jabril is set up, shaded toward the inside, and it's going to be sprayed off.
And that was a curveball from Teddy, and it had a little bit of move on it. He's got a big old smile on his face because that broke exactly as he worked. So he throws his curveball inside to right-handers to make them freak out a little bit and have a break over the plate.
It's the 2-2. It's high.
Teddy's throwing that fastball at 53, but again, not locating it as well.
It's our first full count of the day, Mike.
It is. It is. So Teddy with 5 pitches to the leadoff batter here. Leadoff batter with a quality at bat. Getting to see all the pitches that Teddy has in his arsenal.
The delivery. And it's right down the pipe. So he's going to go down looking, and you know that's what we want, a competitive pitch on a 3-2 count.
Yep.
Let your defense work. He's going to hit it or he's going to miss it, but we're not going to walk him. We don't want to walk people.
Yep. And having caught him several times since our last tournament, that was his changeup coming in at 50. So there's a 5-mile-an-hour difference roughly from his fastball to his curve to his changeup. Ball outside.
53 on the gun. He's going to start him outside. It's a 1-0 count. Number 2 is going to step in. Number 2 in the 2-hole. 2s were wild last tournament, Mike.
They were. And props to our opponents. Oh, ground ball to Gianni.
Gianni's going to boot it. It's going to go past Jorge. It's going to roll slightly. It wasn't hit very hard. Not a lot of bounce to it. We went for the scoop on that. You might want to play that kind of that short half. You want to pop it.
Yeah.
Pop it and come up firing. So runner's going to get on via air.
Yep. Yeah, we need our defense to make plays too. One of the things that Teddy does, he tries to keep the ball low. We've seen quite a few high fastballs, but generally he's low in the zone, which generates a lot of ground balls, especially to the left side.
Swing and a miss. Nice challenge pitch. I like to see the pitchers work ahead, and that's what you want to do. You want to work ahead, and that way you can do whatever you want.
Right.
So it's an 0-1 count, 1 out, 1 on.
Does not look as though the Majestic are running. Oh, I take it back. They are running. Swing and a miss. Jabril with the throw.
Not a lot of pop time on that. Kind of shakes his arm to say, I didn't get a good grip on that. And it's hard on a wet day.
It is. It is. Getting some advice from the audience here, suggesting he wipe his hands on his pants before each pitch.
It's an 0-2 count. Teddy's working from the stretch. He's got the sign, the delivery, and it's going to be outside pass, Jabril. Jabril's going to be on it. He's going to throw it to third. He's going to spike it. Gianni's going to make the play, so it's going to be one out runner standing on third. We got to strand him here, Mike. Runs against. Big deal. We got to strand him here.
Exactly.
So it's a 1-2 count now.
I'm not sure what happened on that fastball. It looked like just hit the edge of the glove and got away from Jabril there. It was outside, but again, Teddy trying to get the batter to swing. Look for that similar pitch. There it was. Foul ball down the right field line. So again, a second fastball on the outside, trying to get him to swing, which he did.
And number 5 comes up shaking his hands, and when I see that as a pitcher, I'm going to go and jam him inside.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I'm going to challenge him on this one. Let's see what the...
I would look for that curveball on the inside here.
And there it's his inside corner, and he fouls it off again. No shake of the hands this time. No. So it's still a 1-2 count.
And it does look as though the Majestic has special jerseys for this tournament as well. I see a lot of pink on their jerseys and a breast cancer ribbon just above the numbers on all the players. So good on them as well for getting the spirit of today's game.
And Teddy's going to throw the curveball.
Teddy's going to have, that was 42. He's going to have a hard time getting a curve on a wet day like today.
That's hard. It's hard for pitchers on these cool, wet days. Let's see if he challenges him with a fastball here. And it's a swing and a miss.
He does. That was sort of that was a two-seamer tailing away. I'd like to go back and look at that. I got to do timestamp on that, but it looked like it started over the plate and ended up outside.
Beautiful placement. Beautiful placement. You wanted that swing and miss with 2 outs now. Now we can strain that runner and let's see what we get from the 4-hole hitter.
Swinging a big bat.
Swing and a miss.
The barrel on this bat, maybe it's just the orange, but it looks extra big.
It is. It's a D. Marini CF Zen. And it's the hotness, as they would say, I guess. In 2019, I knew it was. We'll see what Teddy does with the 0-1 count, the delivery, and good discipline. Nice pitch by Ted, you know.
It was a 45-mile-an-hour changeup, bounced in front of the plate, but number 8 here was not tempted to swing at it.
Had a lot of downward action in it. You know, he was thinking about it. It's a 1-1 count now. Speed him back up. There it is on the inside corner. It's going to be a pop-up.
To Cole at first.
Cole calls it, and he's going to make the play in the rain. So runners stranded on third. No damage done. We're going to go into the bottom of the second. 2-0 Jacks.
So top of the second.
Oh, top of the second. Excuse me.
Hey, son. Oh, hey, Dad. How are you? This is a nice little window. How are you?
It's a nice window, man. Let me see your jersey. Let me see what you got. Nice, bro.
This is a nice little place.
Good. This is a proper broadcast booth for folks. So, yeah.
Can you turn on the lights?
I guess there are lights, aren't there? Whoa.
You know what? Sometimes we need the eyes of a 13-year-old to find those.
Yeah, exactly. I love the new eyes.
Cole's been doing good so far.
Cole did well. That catch was nice. Teddy's been working on his pitching, and you could tell there was some really good pitching there. So
that's what I was telling about Grounded. I was telling Teddy about Grounded. No guns.
Right.
Killing bugs.
There's a bug thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's where like you're shrunk by a company that's chasing after a scientist, and it's just really cool.
Oh, neat. I'll have to let him know. He's currently into the game called Geometry Dash.
Oh, Geometry Dash? That's a very good game.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
For those of you that are listening at home, Geometry.
Sure.
I played Geometry Dash before. I wasn't really good at it, but you know, I could get a few levels.
It's kind of sort of a Super Mario and Sonic kind of a thing.
Probably, yeah.
It's a platformer.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's at work, you're right.
It's a scroll.
We'll get him tomorrow, kid.
Is he at work all day or is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, 'cause
In Dallas.
We do have a 1 o'clock. So what's that? 2 o'clock in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So just a reminder as we go to the top of the second here, the run rules are 20 runs after 2 will end the game, 15 after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5. I know Coach what do we have, 6 innings, I think, for on each arm in these Copa tournaments. So
You're right.
coach is probably going to run Teddy for 2 innings and then potentially somebody else for 2 innings. Is usually how he runs these pool play games.
Let's score 9 here then, Mike. Let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's
Yeah.
get in that same mindset, in that same position we were in last tournament, where our arms were super fresh, and we were in a good
amazing.
position to take it on. We fell up a little bit short in the championship game, but the execution was there.
Exactly.
So
Yep, let's do it. Yeah, I mean 18. I'll take 18 runs this inning if we want to do that.
I'll totally take that.
So
So balls coming down. Balls are coming towards us. Catcher's going to pounce on it. He's going to look to make a throw, and we're ready to play ball. So number 22's up to bat. Number 2's on the mound to pitch.
So we know him as Ricardo, but his nickname is El Mago, which I think that's somebody in the pros nickname, I think.
El Mago?
Yeah. I can't remember who that is. But anyway, that's his nickname. He chose it, and that's what he's running with today. Rain increasing.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit heavier.
Really start to hear it now. Ball low and away. The pitcher saw a bunt there and just tried to avoid the bat. What a pitcher should do when a player shows bunt is throw a high fastball, chest high, shoulders high even. Like that. That ball is belted deep.
And that's going to go over center fielder's head. Ricardo's going to run for a bit.
Oh, he trips and falls. He's going to make this a lot closer at second than it needs to be.
Yep. Woo! But great lead off that bat. So number 22 with the double against number 2. There's those 2s again, Mike.
There it is. Deuces are wild. So in steps who you know as Chris, but we're going to call him C-Max today. C-Max looking to get a good single and drive El Mago in from second. We have a timeout call.
I'm getting another sandwich from the pad.
Sounds good, pal.
Be patient, kid. Be patient.
Ricardo may be a little shaken up. He rounded first, lost his footing. It's pretty wet and slippery out there. Called for a little extra time to kind of get his wits about him. Now steps in C-Max.
Let's go, C-Max.
Heads up for Javon's family. Javon is on deck.
I don't think Ricardo's running on this one. He's working something out with his hips. And he's going to take a first pitch strike looking. Coming in at 46 miles an hour. There's no break to it. There's no bend. It's right there. You just have to be patient. So C-Max is going to work for an 0-1 delivery. And he's going to swing
And
through
miss.
that.
Yeah. So I would say these like 45, 48, 50 mile an hour pitches are just coming in on a plane.
Gotta protect this house, T-Mac.
Is better for the bottom of our order. Our bottom of the order kind of feasts on that.
Great pitches to bunt off of, I'll tell you what. With
Yeah.
his speed. We can't do it with an 0-2 count, but we'll see the approach. And it's going to be outside. Catcher's going to pop up. There's no threat from Ricardo.
Yeah, El Mago out there at second is definitely maybe a hip or maybe a hamstring, not sure, but he keeps reaching down and grabbing sort of his left leg there. So
that's a 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery. And Chris is going to swing and a miss. So 1 down. And number 99, Javon's coming up. What do we got for Javon?
So Javon is going to go by, where'd he go? Did I miss him? I might have missed him.
Well, it's just Jay on the back of his
Just
jersey.
Jay, there we
So
go.
Perhaps we didn't even need to write it down because we always call him Jay.
Yeah, he's
So-
just going with the nickname everybody knows. So Jay steps in. Huge hole on the right side for Javon.
Let's see if Ricardo goes now. No, they're going to check him. They're going to step off anyways.
It was a good move.
Yeah.
Now Javon is generally a pull hitter, puts the ball in the air a lot.
And Ricardo's off in motion. He's just fine. Catcher's going to pop the throw. It's on the money. And it was close.
Very
It was
close.
I don't think Ricardo got a great jump. I like the aggressiveness. It worked out for us. A better throw might have got him, but the ball got down there really quick.
Yeah, good pop time from the catcher. So he just put the ball on the foul side of the base versus the fair territory side of the base. Strike.
Okay, so it's going to be a 1-1 count.
The ump might be getting a little wet out there. That ball looked a little low and outside.
Yeah.
Again, this 12U, it tends to be the plate plus a ball width on the outside, a ball width on the inside, and then very high, whoops, swing and a miss, very high, almost always shoulders, and then knees or even bottom of the knees. So.
It's a 1-2 count. Javon's going to have to protect now, and I like this. He's been doing a good job on 2-strike counts of at least fouling off a couple balls here. Let's see if that continues. And he's going to need to. It's bouncing in low and outside. Fake throw by the catcher. He's going to get it back to the pitcher. It's a 2-2 count now. Cardo with a small lead off third. Pitcher delivers. And it's going to be high and away.
Wow, we're now back to a full count. So Javon has now got himself a high quality at bat here with a full count.
And you want to pass it or smash it, Mike?
Exactly.
I prefer smashing it on this one, Jay.
I'd love to see a left center line drive here from Jay. Ground ball.
That's going to score a run, and it's going to be out.
The fielder's choice does, however, does score the runs. We put another run on the board. That puts us 2 down now. In steps Lumberjack, has been his nickname since as long as we started playing with him.
I would have preferred the nickname Curly, because usually you call a guy without hair Curly.
It's true that the mullet is gone. We could have called him mullet, but no love there. Jack, our only left-handed batters, in and ready. Jack again working on his stance and his feet towards the plate. So Jack trying to get a drier grip.
Jack going with the black tape on his wrist today. You usually don't see that from Jack. Very interesting look.
Yeah, I wonder that's end of school injury that he sustained, or if
I think it's a fashion statement, Mike.
Okay, good.
Hey, put it in that box, Jack.
So for, I believe, all the kids on the Jackrabbits now, the school year has ended. So we don't know what kind of shenanigans they're going to get up to in the summer, but they're going to play a lot of baseball in the next 2 months. Ball's outside.
So it's a 2-0 count for number 6. He's looking to get on base. Number 44 is on deck. He's got glasses. He's ready. He's got a sweater on. I think he's ready to go. Let's see if Jack can get on base and create some havoc out there. The delivery. And it's going to ground out to the pitcher. A nice, easy toss. It's going to be over his head, and he's going to miss the bag. So we'll go E1 on that one.
Yeah. One of those cases where the pitcher often is used to throwing the 50 feet to the plate and throwing BBs, and they loop it over there, and that's exactly what happened. He threw the ball on a looper. So while Isaiah is rocking his sweatshirt, you can't see his pink jersey, but his nickname is Wheels because he is arguably the fastest guy on the team. Ball high.
It's going to be on the center field side of the bag. And we're going to work ahead with runner in second. We want to keep it going right here.
Hey, Forrest, take your hoodie off.
We got a time.
Take your hoodie off.
And we got a timeout for coach's visit to the mound.
You know, Isaiah did a great job. Wheels did a great job last tournament, doing exactly what his nickname said.
Yep.
Right? He came in, pinch ran, got the bags, put the pressure on, especially in those Sunday games. He did a great job of doing that.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I believe he pinch ran in at least 2 games, and so he came in, scored each time. He was able to steal second, steal third, and then get in either, I believe, once on a pass ball and once on a ground out.
Hey, yo, Iz!
Yeah, you have to kind of get it, otherwise it echoes in.
Hey, let's go, Iz! Give it a ride, kid!
We can't see your nickname, kid.
Wheels! He's Wheels!
Oh. Hey, Wheels, we can't see your nickname on your jersey.
We got some parents asking for the jersey or the sweatshirt to come off so we can see the jersey, and of course, Coach Paul saying, just drive this thing. Huge hole on the right side for Izzy.
He's going to look at that nice and slow.
Yeah, that was 46 kind of down the middle. I'd like to see him turn on that one. I don't know if he had a take sign there or if he just wasn't ready. Coach Paul, no fan of the oven mitt, much like me. We have a timeout called because Jack had to take his mitt off to tie his shoe, and now we'll need to put his Now we'll need to put his mitt back on.
So a nice lengthy break for number 44. Jack's ready to go, we hope.
Yep.
Isaiah's going to work from, what is it, an 0-1 count?
1-1 count.
1-1 count.
And 2 down. So what we need is kind of poke the ball through the right side here or drive the ball into the outfield. 48-mile-an-hour pitch high.
And it's just floating in there. Really going to have to let that ball travel deep and hit it to right.
Agreed.
And, you know, it's not easy. It's not what we're used to. But either is a 9 o'clock game in the drizzle in June. So we have to find a way to make the adjustment. And it's going to be a 2-2 count now. Low and inside. Not sure what the strike zone is yet, but it seems like he's called a pitch like that before.
Yeah, it's a pretty expansive strike zone. So with 2 strikes on him,
And in the rain, it probably should be.
Yeah. Isaiah's got to be swinging here.
The 2-2 delivery. It's going to be outside 3-2. We're going to take our base anyways.
All right, Eastside, here we go.
And we'll take another one. And the field ump's looking to be like, yeah, it's 3-2. Umpires are going to confer on this.
Yeah.
Wheels is going to come back to the bag.
Back to the plate.
Yeah, back to the plate.
With a full count, 3-2. Yep. So Isaiah does have some of our best plate discipline up there. So not surprised that he was had the good eye there, but now he's got to come back and really reset mentally. He's already on first base, so he's now got to be swinging at a close pitch.
And if I'm a batter, I don't want to walk. I want to hit the ball. I want to get started. I want to get warm for this tournament. Let's see if Isaiah takes advantage of it. The delivery to Wheels. And
That is right
he's going to
there.
get called out.
That was right there. I have a feeling that he'd already moved on to first base and was not ready to swing.
I agree.
So only 1 run coming across for the Jackrabbits. You know, we are a 12U team. This is an 11U team. I would have expected more runs at this point through 2.
It feels like a 9 o'clock game in the rain.
It does feel like a 9 o'clock.
What we need is it to feel like 12 in the afternoon, blazing hot. We play better when it's hot. I try to think about some of the games that we played in the cold and the weather, and traditionally we've had some clunkers.
Yep.
And right now, if you're looking and watching the game at home, you can see there's a bit of a difference in the 2 teams, and to be up 3-0 kind of feels like a letdown, Mike.
I agree. I think we're definitely underperforming through 2 at the plate. So in the bottom of the first, we pitched and fielded well. So we'll see how this bottom of the second goes. We've got. Well, we'll go through the defensive order here in just a second. Looks like a few kids are still joining us. I also forgot I have coffee. So shucks, I gotta have coffee.
So we'll bring you the defensive changes. Teddy and Jabril are still working pitcher and catcher. From third to first, we've got Gianni, Jorge, Ricardo. Joe's going to be in at first. In the outfield, we've got Isaiah. We've got, it looks like, well, Jack came running off, so I think, okay, we've got Javon. Javon's in center, and we've got Aaron in right. So a bit of a different look here.
As we wait for the Jackrabbits to warm up in this, as we go to the bottom of the second, heads up for folks who love baseball and want to watch a lot of good baseball. NCAA Division I Regionals is this weekend. Some of the first games were already yesterday. Additional games today. There's 64 teams out of the 302 that are in Division I NCAA men's baseball, and you're now getting down to some really solid games. And there's the way it works this weekend is it's a round robin. There are 16 regions. The top 16 teams were all hosts. There are 3 other teams in that region, giving you 4 teams in each region, and they'll all play each other, and then only the winner of the region goes to the Super Regionals next weekend. So you go from 64 down to 16 pretty quick.
We love watching it, Mike. It's a great time of year for baseball.
It is a lot of fun. I also appreciate, yesterday I was watching one of the top-ranked teams, Alabama, I believe they're like a mid-teen team, and things like pass balls and errors that we see out here on the 12U field were similarly prevalent there.
Teddy's going to start him off with the first pitch strike, 52 low and a bit inside, and that's what's been confusing these batters. I'd keep pounding that spot. It's great placement to the number 5 hole hitter, number 99. Teddy's going to go there again. He's going to foul it straight back. I don't think he was necessarily on it. Got a piece more towards the barrel side, so Teddy's going to be, you know, right where he wants, and he can do anything he wants in an 0-2 count. Let's see what Teddy gives him on this one. Changeups looked great so far.
It has. I would suggest he's going to throw a curve here because he wants to. Swing and a miss at a changeup high. I'm not sure what that was. 51, but
3 pitches, 3 strikes as a result, and 1 down to the number 6 hole hitter, 11.
Yes. You know, I told him that Cole walks out there with a goal every inning to try to throw fewer and fewer pitches. And, you know, Teddy being 11 has told me nothing about how he feels about it. But there was a little glint in his eye, so.
Good. And we want our pitchers to have those type of, I'm on an island, this is my plan mentality. A real bulldog mentality.
Yep.
And, you know, like I said, I mean, our pitching's been great this year so far. So really nice to see our pitchers continue to do a great job and keep us in ball games. And it's an 0-2 count again. Teddy working fast, Teddy working strong.
So 5 pitches, 5 strikes this inning. As we get to the bottom of the Majestic's order, I'm assuming that those kids are going to be some of your weaker.
There's the curve.
Oh, there was the curve at 43, but it had no break on it. Looked like it was pretty wet coming out of the hand. So, but Teddy should be able to really blow the ball past these kids.
And
Jabril makes the throw.
Oh, nice throw back, Joe.
Can I say the only person who looked like they were playing on that was Joe?
Yeah.
The batter didn't know what to do. Jabril was very lackadaisical about the throw. But that's 2 down, and Joe really gets all the credit there for the scoop there. But also Teddy on that pitch. We had a what do we got going on here? The timeout, we got Coach talking up here. Looks like there might be an equipment issue or some. Oh, they're going to say that was a foul. I think they're going to say that was a foul ball.
And I thought that hit him while he was in the batter's box, and that would be a foul ball.
Oh, but umps did not see it, so they're going to call it out. So
okay.
You know what? It does explain why neither the batter nor Jabril jumped at the ball because they both heard it or thought they heard it. So
I love it. I love the quick inning. Teddy with 2 quick outs, one via punch out, other one a dribbler to the pitcher. He's going to start him off. 0-1 again.
Yeah, that was, I'm pretty sure that was a curve. It didn't curve very much, but it had a nice spin on it. Teddy with the 2-seamer that had some movement on there. That one was designed to solicit a swing. So Teddy's little sister, Lydia, joining us in the box today. Right there. Sweetie, you can't play hide and seek here because I can't have a bunch of kids running in and out.
So Teddy's got a chance to make this a 10-pitch, 11-pitch inning right here. It's a 1-2 count. He can do whatever he wants. He's in control right now. And the delivery, it's a curveball, and he waits on it, and he's going to shoot it into the left center. Yeah, but doesn't really, not a lot of pace on it, but he really timed that out well. The curveball just floated in there. So 2 outs, runner on first. Number 12 stepping up. This should be the 9-hole hitter or the 8-hole hitter. Yeah, 9-hole hitter. 8-hole hitter.
8. It should be 8.
Yeah.
They had 4 in the first inning. They've had 2 outs plus 1. Yeah. So Teddy's curveball not curving here in the rain. I hope we can just go to a 2-pitch mix. Oh, where is that? Where is that? That was a ball apparently. That has been called a strike previously. That was Teddy's 2-seamer, and his 2-seamer breaks away or slides away from a right-handed batter.
And the 1-0 count, swing and a miss.
That was a changeup right there, 50 in the dirt, but looked like that same fastball. So that's what I hope we see from Teddy rest of his innings here. Fastball, and then followed up with a change. And he and I have been working on same arm motion. Oh, we called a balk. He stepped off, didn't he? They called a balk there. So the runner takes second. Teddy quite confused. So Coach Paul asking, is that a balk? Because he he stepped off. So
Awesome. The one time he checks the runner, he gets called for a home.
yeah. So we're looking at a conference here between the coaches, between the umps. Oh, and they reversed the call.
And that's the correct call. He stepped off the mound.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that. If he were to remain on the mound, he's got to throw over if he motions over, right? But
Correct.
correct. Good to see the umpires confer
Yep.
in a 9 o'clock game. It's 9 o'clock for everyone. And Tony's going to pump the fastball here. And he's going to have another 1-2 count. Looking to get out of this inning. So 1-2 last at bat, he hung a curveball. Let's see if he challenges him inside on this.
I'd love to see him come back with maybe a changeup here. 51 on that one. Not sure what that one was, but foul back.
The batter just gets a tiny, tiny piece of it.
Yeah, what I'd love to see on the changeup here is that if Teddy could throw the changeup, it drops. It goes, 46 feet and then drops into the dirt, and the pitcher or the batter can swing over the top of it. He's got some pitches to play with here with a 1-2 count, 2 down.
Let's go, Nightmare. Runner stays out first. It's high and away. So it's a 2-2 count, 2 out. Runner at first.
Teddy looked a little unconfident in that first, maybe unconfident pitch he's thrown all game.
There's the end. Oh.
No!
So it's a 3-2 count. Runner should be in motion on this one with 2 outs. Let's see if Majestic plays it that way.
Yeah, standard baseball call to have him running.
And he's not running, and he's going to spray it foul up the first base line.
So that was a good read by the batter there on the high fastball. Teddy now definitely needs to spot the next pitch, preferably low, preferably in, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the spot right here, Mike. Pump him with the fastball inside. It's over the plate. There it is. That's great. Oh. That's a good inning. Way to get out of trouble. We strained another runner. We're going into the top of the third, up 3-0. Let's score some runs.
Let's score some runs. We're going to need 12 runs if we're going to put the run rule on them. So we really got to get those bats flowing. So, and really, again, defensively, pitching looked good that inning. It's the bats that are not as consistent for us as we needed to be. So for those of you that do happen to tune into the college regionals, definitely keep an eye on Arkansas. They look good. Vanderbilt's been good all year. LSU is a lot of fun to watch. But Wake Forest is the team to beat. They were the #1 seed. Interestingly, the center of the universe has moved considerably in baseball to the south and southeast. It used to be when I was growing up now. I'm 47, so when I was growing up, it was a long time ago. But many of the teams across the west and southwest were the teams to beat. Your Cal State Fullertons, your USCs, your Arizonas. But as it turns out this time, of the 16 regions, only one is being held west of the Mississippi. That's for Stanford. Stanford's a highly ranked team. All other teams west of the Mississippi have to travel. And there are actually more teams from North Carolina in the regionals than teams from Arizona and California combined. North Carolina bringing 5 teams, including East Carolina, Coastal Carolina, Wake Forest, Duke, and one other I'm forgetting. And Arizona and California are not are only bringing 3. So really, you've got, and the SEC is the regional host of 8 of the 16 region this weekend. So really, the center of universe for college baseball has moved to down to the southeast and south. So it's really interesting to watch. There is a gentleman who I don't know, gentleman, he's like 22, young man by the name of Paul Skeen, who pitches for LSU. And yesterday he pitched a complete game shutout, but also made an amazing catch on a line drive between his legs, reaches down and stabs the ball, and then doubles up the runner on first. So it was an amazing play. So go back and find the Paul Skeen's double play highlight from yesterday. Just amazing baseball.
So as we head to the top of the third, we're going to lead off with Eastside, the Wall. Then Jabril, #2. I'm not sure what his nickname is, and then top of the lineup's up. We got a new pitcher in for Majestic. He's a bigger kid, throwing a little bit harder, #10, and he's really closed off. And we saw in that championship game at last tournament Some of the closed-off pitchers gave us a bit of a problem. We were able to time up some of them. He's really reaching across his body to get that back in the zone, being that closed off from the right-hander. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, but it does keep it from us being able to pick up the ball out of his hand very well. Ooh. The wall fouls the ball straight back off the ump's face. Thankfully, he's got a mask on. And it doesn't impact the camera angles today, so that's good.
So it's going to be no 1 count. Isai is ready to hit. Pitcher's got the sign, the delivery.
I'm not sure where that was, but high apparently. If this ump calls high school a lot, he's may have a lower zone. The high school, Colorado high school has a notoriously tight zone from kind of really the belly button but to the shoe tops. That ball is high.
So the wall's worked itself into a hitter's count. It's 2-1. And a great approach right now, but lead off the top of the third.
Yeah, I really like it.
Here's the delivery. Isai's foul, and he's going to foul it straight back.
That was a 49-mile-an-hour fastball kind of coming across the plate there. So while it was straight as an arrow, it was starting on the third base side and kind of cutting across toward the first base side. That's, again, due to the fact that the pitcher is kind of closed off and kind of keeping himself all nice and tight on his delivery and then swinging his arm across to get the ball to the zone. There he did not, so now we're at a full count.
Up and in, QAB for the wall. A little bit sloppy getting back to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to wipe off his hand and wipe off the ball, and Isai's going to step in. Catcher's got him. Looks like he's going to throw him inside on this one. He's got the sign. No, he's going back outside. It's going to be ball 4. Isai's going to take first. And number 2's coming up, Jabril.
Yeah, Jabril goes by the nickname Little Big Dog.
Little big dog.
Little big dog.
Little Big Dog. So Jabril, being, I believe, the youngest of his family, is little in that sense. But Jabril has always been a big kid physically, and so the family kind of gave him the Little Big Dog name ages ago, and it's stuck with him.
Well, I'd like to see the Little Big Dog take a bite out of crime on this one. He's not swinging. It's right down the pipe. Isai's going to take that bag. He's going to slowly slide into second. No real threat being thrown out right there. It's a 0-1 count for Little Big Dog.
And we're starting to see the rain take its toll on the infield now. I don't think that Isai meant to slide in slowly. I think he just accumulated mud along the way. So something for our runners to know.
I really like this matchup for Jabril on this one. This is the type of pitcher you can take advantage of. He's a swing and a miss.
Now he's down 0-2.
We got to move this runner over to third.
Yeah.
So we want to get bad on the ball. We don't want to strike out.
No.
So
you got to put the ball in play, and good things happen. We've seen errors. We've seen the ball just sneak under gloves. So.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not sure where that was, but that was a ball. So.
1-2 count now. Got to protect. Got to protect.
Exactly.
Isai's taking a generous lead. Second baseman's holding him on. Pitcher's going to look back. He's going to look back to his catcher. Delivery. And
swing and a miss. That was on the outside corner. He had to swing at that. He just didn't get it quite timed up. So we go to the top of the order now. Joe, or Stretch, as we call him. We got a chance to see him make the stretch over at first. I believe that's the origin of his nickname here. Joe
could be a big Stretch Armstrong fan as well. We don't know. We're going to have to interview him and find out. We'll come back with you game 2 with a better answer.
There you go. Ball high.
So Joe's going to work. It's a 1-0 count. He's going to look to drive this ball to right.
Yeah, I would love to see him do that.
The delivery. And it's inside, 2-0 count. There is a base open. I don't think that's what the pitcher's intention is. To put another runner on for Jorge.
No, in these conditions, you definitely don't want to put any runners on because the ball just could do anything. It could come out of your hand funny. It could go, come off the bat funny. There it was, right down the middle. I'm not sure if our boys aren't looking to swing or what, but we've seen now, I think, 3 batters in a row.
I really want to drop the bat on that ball.
Yeah.
Here's the delivery. And he's going outside again. It's going to get by the catcher. Catcher's going to pounce on it. There's not going to be a play at third. Esai's going to take a moderate round around third. So 1 out, runner on third. But you know, to your point, you know, Mike, we're watching a lot of fastballs on the outside corner. Now they're not coming that fast, but we're just watching them.
Yep.
We have to make an attempt here.
Yep.
We don't want to go down looking. Too many times already.
You know, we were talking about pitchers having plans when they get on the mound. You know, batters need to have plans when they get in the box, and it does not look as though our boys are thinking about what am I going to do, where am I going to do. They're just reacting to a pitcher who, granted, has not been all that consistent in their pitches. All right, Joe with a walk and then steal. Is that stolen second base, I imagine?
Yeah.
Steal on the pitcher there.
And you know, aggressive play by Joe. We've seen it before, but with 1 out and Jorge coming up to the plate, he's going to take that bag on this first pitch anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know if he had a call from his first base coach, and so you just got to do what coach says, as in order to draw the throw.
Right.
And maybe Esai scores. Now, Esai has some of the best baseball intelligence on the team, so he would know that a throw to second, he would come in from third. But regardless, we have second and third. Jorge on. Up.
And he's going to spray it foul. So it's a 1-1 count.
Bad play by coach there in the third base box, not coming up with that. He really should have shuffled his feet over.
And I understand it's cold and it's rainy, but coach has got to put himself in a position to make that play. And he's got to get his hands out of his pocket and pounce on it.
He didn't even look like he was in the ready position. So, Coach Hunter, if you come back and watch some film on this, there you go. Now he's down.
Now he's ready.
Now he's ready.
And so is Jorge. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the delivery. And he's going to go away, so it's a 2-1 count. There is a bag open.
Do they have any snack things open here?
The only thing I saw was out in the parking lot. Somebody had set up like a tent. And
I don't think so, Mark.
Yeah, but I don't think the city of Aurora is selling any snacks.
So a 2-1 count to Jorge. Let's see what the pitcher does. He's got the sign. He's going to go outside again. Looks like maybe a changeup outside. And it's low, and Jorge's just going to dribble it. That was the changeup.
Yeah, that did come in at 43, so there's a decent difference in speed between his fastball in the upper 40s and a changeup in low to mid 40s. Jorge doing exactly what he wanted to do with it because he wasn't going to be able to drive that ball.
So it's a 2-2 count. Delivery. He's going to go up and away. So there's 2 down now. Runners left strand. Runners at second and third. I gotta have this one, kid. Gotta have it.
No, that's all right. So hopefully Cole Oh, they just intentionally walked him.
Okay, so Cole gets intentionally walked again this tournament. And they're taking the bat out of his hands, and, you know, Teddy's going to make him pay for it.
Yeah, which is interesting. Teddy's the only one I think that's really stroked the ball. So now they got bases loaded with Teddy up. Ball low.
First pitch is low.
Just like last time, buddy. Teddy wiping the rain off his bat. That ball's outside.
Joe's halfway down to third. Esai's not moving. Joe's got to pick up Esai on that, and you know, Joe's got the speed. There's no doubt, but at the same time, right? These are muscle memories for games that are coming later against maybe a team that
could snap the ball quicker.
So.
Exactly. Yeah, he could really put his team in a bind by getting caught in a run down there.
Okay, and it's away and outside. Nope, we're going to stop. Okay.
Know the count, know the count. Know the count, know the count. Teddy Nightmare is his nickname here. See if he can do that.
And the 3-0 delivery. That's going to be a strike. Now we're ready to hit.
Yep. Teddy taken all the way, as is Jackrabbit Law.
You know, with the bases loaded, I would have loved to see him give him the green light right there. But, you know, that's not what we do.
No.
And so now Teddy's ready to hit.
I mean, you might want to take the easy run, right, rather than have him hit
Gianni is on deck, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, looking like a curveball has been called here.
Yeah. And Teddy
hits that ball deep into right center. In the gap, it drops. That will score 1. That will score 2, and Cole will motor in. Teddy makes him pay for walking Cole. That is a 2-run single
And hopefully they'll think twice about doing that again next time. But, you know, from a baseball strategy standpoint, we understand it. We get it. We've seen it before in our tournaments.
We have.
I don't like it at 12 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think
Not
it's
in the rain.
Well, I think it's disappointing, right? So yes, Cole is big, but he's still only 12, or even 11, right? Or is he 12?
No, he's 12 now.
He's 12. So you should make him earn that, right?
I agree. And you know, you think about it from a pitcher standpoint. I got 2 outs. I want to challenge the batter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't want to give a free pass.
as a result, Johnny's up to plate. He swings through one. Head kind of came up just a bit. Cole's going to dive back into third. I'm not really sure why. Maybe he wanted to get dirty.
Yeah, honestly, he wants to make sure that you do the laundry later.
Here we go, Macho.
Teddy with a giant lead off second, so any ball that gets in the outfield, Teddy will score. Ball's popped up and out of play. We're asking for a ball here from, looks like from Coach Nick is going to give us a game ball.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Teddy on second, Cole on third. Number 19 is
Get big, Teddy.
looking to protect, but keep this rally going.
Yep. Macho Meng takes ball 2.
Ball squirted by the catcher.
I have to go find out again more background on this nickname. I know obviously what Macho is. I don't know what Meng is. M-E-N-G.
That's what people say, Macho Meng. You know, Meng.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
There you go. I need to have more friends who say that.
And the 2-2 delivery. Over the heart of the plate. Johnny's going to get a hold of that one. That's going to score a couple. Outfielder's got a beat on it. And he's not going to be able to read it properly, and it drops. So Johnny's going to be standing up on second. It was a tall can of corn. And in the conditions today, those balls are going to drop.
Yeah.
Against, you know, this team, they're going to drop. Yeah, we just want to get the bat on the ball. That's all we want to do.
Exactly.
So again, the intentional walk coming back to
Macho
bite
Meng
people.
with a double.
Yeah.
Double. I mean,
Yeah, well, we were just in for a game today. You get the ball in the air, it's going to drop.
I'm gonna be honest. Look at the weather.
Yeah, look at the
you
way
can't- you
it's
can't
hard to
catch
read
this.
that ball. It's hard.
In those clouds?
No,
Yeah,
it's
not terrible.
yeah, it's a terrible day to pick up a baseball.
Yep.
As a result,
For everybody out here.
for everybody. Yeah. So 2 outs, 7-0 now.
Hambone is in. This is a nickname going back to childhood for
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, there's the Don Johnson bat. Aaron's gonna splinter that to the first base, and it's gonna be a foot race.
Oh.
First baseman's gonna win that one. Gianni's gonna trot around, but there was already 2 outs. So. Yeah. So it's all for nothing but exercise. And if it was just for exercise and we didn't know, I'm wondering why we didn't get down at home right there. So, but it was 2 down.
Yeah.
And we're going to go into the bottom of the third.
Gianni knew that he didn't need to slide there, but yeah, that's something. It looks like Teddy will take the mound for the top of the third. So I guess we're gonna throw Teddy more than 2. So and he, you know, to his credit, he's come ready to play today. Both at the bat, he's 2 for 2 at the bat. He's pitching really well.
Well, I think if you think about it this way, Mike, we don't know a 1 o'clock game if the rain's going to intensify.
It's true.
And so if it's runs against, I think we want to put up a goose egg here.
Yeah.
That way, with all the games that have yet to be played, they're going to have 0 in the run column.
Yep.
Right. So
No, that's true. That's a good point.
I think it's a good strategy to leave. Teddy's been unhittable at this point for the most part. We're going to go to the bottom of the third and look for him to keep it up. It's 7-0, but I think that's the thought here. Let's continue to put the pressure on him just in case the game gets rained out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, that's an excellent point. And the runs against are the key thing for the seeding. You obviously need to win your games, and it's looking like the Jackrabbits are going to put this one in the W column. Might be a little early for us to be counting our chickens, but yeah, runs against.
7.
Currently 7-0. And let me just say, so props to Teddy for coming to play today. He did work on his pitching. I had to kind of drag him out to do it, but once he did it, he was doing it. And then Coach Paul, props to him. I was panicking because Teddy's fastball was very hittable his last 2 at-bats, or last 2 outings. And Coach Paul just said, calm down, Dad. But sometimes guys have bad games. Yeah, he said sometimes guys have bad games. He said sometimes it happens in the majors. Sometimes guys in the majors go 2 innings and that's it. It's just something's happening. So with Teddy's work on his getting a little action on his 2-seamer, and Coach Paul having more patience with him than I did, I think those are showing up on a good 2 innings outing so far today.
And you know, he's looked great this morning, and I think he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing against this team. We'll see what happens this inning.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen
Right.
yet, but to this point, I I think the talent is coming through, and
shining.
you know, and you don't want to play down to your competition.
No.
And Teddy hasn't done that up to this point.
No.
So defensively, coming out for the bottom of the third, Teddy and Jabril continue to work pitcher and catcher. It looks like it's Jabril's game to catch. From third to first, Gianni, Jorge, Javon is at second now. Cole is in at first. From right to left, we've got Aaron, Jack, and Christopher.
And it looks like, I believe, 27 for the Majestic, and that was, I believe, their leadoff hitter. So we're going to have a chance now for everybody to see Teddy a second time, and good batters make adjustments when they see pitchers a second time.
I think 7 was the leadoff.
You think 7 was leadoff? Okay.
We'll see.
They are all roughly the same size because they are a year younger than us.
Yes.
So they have not yet had the joys of those growth spurts that some, but not all of the Jackrabbits have had.
I believe this should be the 9-hole hitter, Mike.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause
Should
we
be
have
the
4 up.
9-hole.
Yeah. So, depending on how many they're running, if they're running 12 or 13, they may not actually have turned the lineup over yet.
So we start the third with a first pitch strike, swing and a miss on that inside corner. Teddy's really found something there. These kids aren't catching up with that, and it's perfect placement again by number 7.
Yeah, 51. It looked like he started with a changeup there. I saw his kind of do a little extra grip there. That was whipping the ball rather than pitching the ball.
So it's a 1-1 count. Number 25 steps in. Teddy gets a sign. He's ready to go from the stretch. And the delivery. He's going to go outside again. He's going to miss. It's a 2-1 count.
He's falling towards
Jabril's
first.
throwing it to Jorge. Jorge pounces on it. Looks towards first. There's no play at first. He's going to wipe off the ball. Give it back to his pitcher.
Step towards the catcher. Towards the catcher.
When Teddy's not really concentrating, he has a tendency to step towards the first base side.
He's going to go inside again and challenge him. And Teddy's really found something on that inside corner.
I do kind of wish he just lived there,
Yeah.
honestly. I know we're thrown away so you can set up that inside pitch, but
And as soon as I see again a Majestic player shaking his hands after that, I'm going to go right back inside and challenge him.
yep.
And the delivery, he's back inside. He's going to swing, and it's going to hit him, but he swung.
Foul ball then, I guess.
I guess he got a piece of it. I missed
Yeah,
it.
I thought it went right off him. It weirdly didn't make an aluminum ding sound.
No, it didn't.
It sounded.
A shake of the hands again from 25. Keep living there,
Look
kid.
for a changeup right here.
And the delivery, way in outside. So it's a 3.
Full count.
Full
yeah.
count now. Okay.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Challenge pitch. We started the game this way. Teddy came through on that challenge pitch. Here's another big pitch. We want to
Yep.
continue to put the pressure on. 3-2. The delivery. Inside.
Wow.
Batter just gets a piece of it.
Batter's doing an excellent job fouling off those inside pitches.
That's we talk about quality at bats. This Majestic player has earned one from the 9-hole, number 25.
Yeah, definitely making Teddy work out there, and Teddy not having a lot of luck on the outside of the plate, so we'll see where he comes back. But Jabril set up on the inside.
And it's just outside.
There it is not. Why? Wow, that was pretty tight on the outside corner there. So
Mike, I'm speculating this is not a high school ump. You know, it was good placement. That's a pitcher's pitch.
Yeah.
He's called it some today. He's not called it some
Yeah.
today. As a result, it's a leadoff walk. And
yeah,
Number 13's
consistency.
up.
Consistency from an ump is really all we ask for. Throw
Teddy's
over.
going to check him. Cole's going to put the tag down. And well done by Teddy.
So Teddy had a tendency last tournament in all the games he pitches not to check his runners, and they were running on him. So coach, I think, has now implemented a mandatory
Yeah.
check.
That ball's off the line.
Yeah, we had a ball in the dirt and then a throw much towards the first base side of the plate. So and a lot of wiping the ball off. Everybody is wiping the ball off. So
Rain's picked up just a little bit harder now. It's still just a miss. The field's a mess. The outfield, I wouldn't want to be playing outfield today. They're playing shallow.
Yeah.
Infield's playing pretty straight up, no longer in double play depth. Javon's going to sort of pop over. Teddy's going to challenge him right down the middle.
I like it. I like it.
And it's a swing. It pops out of Jabril's glove. There's not going to be a runner on there.
Runner does not go. The dugout yelled "go, go, go," but the third base coach told him to stay.
Stay, stay, stay.
Yeah, so good job by that Majestic player to know which coach to listen to. Now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Teddy really needs to come back now and finish him off. Majestic player number 13 here, choking up. So definitely knows how to play the game. You choke up when you got 2 strikes just so you can get the bat around a little quicker.
And he's going to swing and a miss. That's going to be our first out of the inning.
That was a 53-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Teddy was not messing around there.
So number 42 is coming up. We haven't seen this kid yet. So this looks to be the 11-hole hitter. And then leadoff is on deck. So this is the bottom of the lineup. Let's see Teddy work fast here. And it's a swing and a miss. Runner Jabril holds the ball a bit too
When
long.
no one yelled go.
Yeah.
That was strange. No help for Jabril whatsoever from his offense. So maybe a delayed steal or a stolen base, but nobody telling Jabril go, go, go.
So 1 out, runner on third, 0-1 count. And Teddy's going to look to command the strike zone. And it gets by.
Ball gets past.
That's going to be our first run in the tournament, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That run really shouldn't have come across, but you got a walk, pass
on a
ball,
tough call.
steal, and a pass ball.
Yeah. He must be playing 12U baseball.
Must be.
So first run for Majestic. Teddy's shutout comes to an end. Number 42 now is tying his shoes, and I think barking with his parrot. Somebody from the Majestic audience having some words for number 42. I'm not sure, but it looks like we're all good. Ump giving him some cover. So now nobody on. 1-1 and 1 out.
And he's going to duck out of the way. I don't believe that pitch warranted that. As it was raw. 1-1 count. So this ump really likes it right down the middle. And that's his strike zone, right down the middle. And there's the inside corner. That's a good call.
That's a good call. 42 bailing out again.
Yeah.
Maybe overreacting to where that pitch was.
And I've thrown inside again, too. So that's a 1-2 count. Let's see what number 7 brings. There's the delivery, and he's got him. It's a swing and a miss, and it was pretty clear as soon as the ball left his hand that that wasn't going to get hit. And so there's 2 down, top of the lineup up. We want to get him out and get the bats out.
Exactly, get the bats out. So that strikeout pitch was 52. I'm not sure if that was a changeup or Teddy's just showing a little fatigue on the arm on the fastball.
I'll tell you, it was perfect placement.
It was
as soon as it was a great pitch. 2 down. Let's go get him, boys.
So Teddy's down to 52 on the radar here. So I think we're seeing a little fatigue at this point. Generally, he can go 4 innings, but I guess we're 2/3 of the way through this one. So.
And it's going to go to Gianni to Cole, and we're out of the inning, and we're going to go into the bottom of the third. A Majestic scratched across a run, and so we're going to go bottom third, 7-1.
Yep. Let's see, that was Gianni, and that was Cole.
Better if it was like 65 and sunny.
Right. We feel you.
Yeah. We're very, very pleased we found a little shack here, but it's a mess out there.
The batter's box is getting a little snotty.
Yeah.
We need a grounds crew to come in real fast.
Actually, if the field looks like this after the rain that we've had.
It's a pretty good grounds crew.
I had a game here. They had 6 inches of snow on a Saturday. The games got canceled on Sunday. We worked
Wow.
all day.
Yeah.
The field is perfect.
Yeah.
Go Aurora. So we'll have the same pitchers we had in the 3rd inning. And they're going to take some warm-ups here. Catcher just getting out.
He seems to really enjoy the music going on in the background right now. Slim Shady. So he's going circa late 90s, early 2000s. He's bobbing his head. He's bobbing, weaving. He's still closed off, and he's reaching across to get that ball back into the strike zone. No, he's going from the windup now.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't see
jump
this.
From Van Halen's 1984 album. So we're going way back.
Yeah, now we're going back further.
Clearly some Gen Xers in the audience.
Absolutely. I don't know the kids know Eddie Van Halen or know anything of this thing called Van Halen, but the kid's bobbing his head again, so he likes what he hears, and
You know what?
he's taking a nice warm-up pitches.
Well, we take this extremely serious. Hey, man, how you doing? Oh, are you done? Mom has the ice, but come here. We have the starting pitcher Teddy in the box with us, and it looks like his day is done. He's came in for some ice. Teddy, how did it feel on the mound today?
Good.
And of your 3 innings, which one were you kind of most in the zone, most proud of?
I think the second one.
Second inning, you pitched really well in the second inning. What pitches were working for you today?
The fastball. Mostly I threw that.
Was it 2-seamer or 4-seamer?
2-seamer.
And were you getting some breaking, some movement action on it?
Yeah.
And what would you tell the kids at home who are listening about the importance of practicing? Because was your fastball breaking last time you were throwing it?
No.
No. And what'd you do between last tournament and this tournament?
I threw like 25 pitches of fastballs.
And now we got movement and break on the 2-seamer. So, how was throwing the curveball? Was it too wet out there to throw a curveball?
Yeah, it was kind of hard to throw off speed and curveball because you have to hold it and it was slippery.
Super slippery. Yeah, the only real hit you gave up was on a curveball that didn't curve. So,
Yeah.
And by the way, Mr. Tony and I think that pitch that walked the kid in the 3rd inning was definitely a strike. All right, go get your mom. She's got the ice. And good game, buddy. And you're very muddy. Yes, you'll be fine.
So during the mid-inning, music on Ben Heelan, we were talking about that. Jackrabbit coaches challenged Cole to name the song and the band. Cole came through, got fist bumps from everyone. So big job by the young man knowing his music on that one.
You got to be super proud of that. In steps Ricardo.
Ricardo led off the top of the second with a leadoff double. Slid awkwardly into second, but then stole third, came around to score. So I think Ricardo's just fine. He's looking to take advantage of number 10 on the mound for the Majestic.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricardo is one of those guys who always comes in with a plan. You know, we talked about this. You just can't act like baseball happens. You got to have a plan now in this competitive league that we're in.
Swing and a miss. It's a 1-2 count. Almago takes a nice long look at Hunter. I'm not sure what for.
Coach Hunter was giving him a hard time for swinging so hard and pulling his head and trying to rip the ball rather than just make contact.
Here we go, Ricardo.
So here's the 1-2 approach. It's going to be up and in.
Ricardo brings a lot of the joy and entertainment to the team. He's just naturally a fun, effusive kid and has a smile on his face virtually all the time. I think the rest of the Jackrabbits do appreciate his fooling around sometimes. I'm not sure the coaches always appreciate it, though.
All right.
Good quality at bat here. We'll go 3-2. Ricardo has all the makings of a leadoff hitter at some point. He's got to put it all together.
It really does.
He's got speed. He's got some plate discipline now, and he really does, again, has this plan of what to do when he gets up there. So, payoff pitch.
That was going to put some wood on it. It's going to get through the hole, underneath the third baseman's glove. It's going to bounce off the shortstop. He's going to do a job of knocking it down. So it's going to be a leadoff single for number 22, and number 9 is going to come up to the plate.
Yeah, again, put the ball in play. I think some of the mud on the infield, that ball did not take a normal bounce. Went underneath the third baseman's glove because he was expecting a normal kind of hard tack bounce.
Yeah.
Well,
Ricardo's off on the leg lift. It's really not going to be close at all. Ball's going to bounce off to the
go into center field. So again, Ricardo having many of the makings of a future leadoff hitter by getting on and getting over, and now it's going to be up to Chris and Javon, who's in the on-deck circle, and the rest of the team to get him in.
Yeah, it's going to be the outside, yeah.
Or it's a strike.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those two.
Yeah. So, I really like to see Chris get back on track here, right?
Yep.
Struck out in his first at-bat. I want to see him put the ball in play, and I think he's going to do that right here, Mike. I think this pitcher's perfect for him, and it's going to be up and in. He's going to get out of the way.
Yeah, he definitely had to move there. I'd like to see him turn a little bit more, turn his head and his shoulders back towards the umpire in the back of the box because we don't want him to take a baseball to the nose. Chris has run very hot and very cold at the plate all season.
It's going to be away and outside, 3-1 hitters count.
There was, I believe, one tournament where he was blanked at the plate and really frustrated with himself. I know he went over and talked to his dad about that, but then put in some work, and the next tournament came back, and I believe batted about 750, maybe 800 for the tournament.
And the delivery, swing and a miss. And it's going to be one down.
Oh, I missed a strike then. My bad.
So Chris strikes out. It's going to bring up Javon. Jay.
Number 99, Jay.
And I think Ricardo went first pitch in that last at-bat. Let's see if he does the same thing with Jay on.
Setting up
And
outside.
Ricardo goes again, and it's the same plan. We're going to move him over to third. So Javon's going to have another chance again with a runner on third. 1-0 count.
So as we are in the fourth, if we're going to run rule these kiddos, we are going to need to get four more. So it's 7-1. We would need to be up by 10 at the end of the next inning. We got to put a bunch of runs on the board here, and right now we're trading a runner for an out. That's not good enough.
The reins pick back up again. It's going to be a 1-1 count to number 99. Pitcher set. Here's the delivery. And Javon just kind of puts his bat out there as to hope it finds the ball. It kind of swing.
A pretty please, if you would. Yeah.
So, need to have better cuts, but the rain is intensifying a bit again, and let's see if he can protect on a 1-2 count. And the delivery, it's going to be away. Fake throw by the catcher. It's not going to fool Ricardo.
We got time from the Majestic head coach. He's walking out with massive purpose. Absolutely striding out. And having some words for his catcher, actually. He's really not even talking to his pitcher. He's talking to his catcher.
It almost looks like a conversation where somebody missed a sign.
Yeah,
and they're saying, hey guys, we've practiced this.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. And
doesn't make the umpires happy right now. It's picked up a bit raining, and we're standing out there. It's a quick visit.
Yep.
Everyone should be on the same page now, we hope.
Yeah, that was definitely a learning. That was there's some things we need to do better. So we have a visitor in the booth again with us today. We got Cole's little sister joining us. It's really nice.
Hi.
She's saying hi to everybody.
So it's a 2-2 count, and it's a swing and a miss. Again, that really not a competitive swing on that one, and it's 2 down. Yeah.
So, frustratingly, we should be doing better, I think, here. In steps Lumberjack.
And it would be great to see Jack have a 2-out hit right here, extend this thing. We did a great job last tournament of stringing hits together with 2 outs. We're looking for it to continue right here.
Several 2-out rallies in the last tournament.
And there's the spray. It's going down to third, right to the third baseman. He's going to toss it over, and it's going to be 3 down. So we got a runner stranded on third. We didn't score a run. We're going to go into the bottom of the third. Fourth, 7-1. And we'll see who the pitcher is coming out.
Yeah, we're going to get a new pitcher. And Teddy's little sister, Lydia, would like to say something. You want to say something? Nana and Papa would probably listen. Can you say hi?
Hello, world.
Can I say something?
Sure, you can say something.
Hi, I am Carly.
That's Carly.
This is a good game. This is a very good game. Please subscribe.
Subscribe and give it a like.
Subscribe and give it a like. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have additional thoughts on the game. For those of you that are on the Team Reach app, you are also welcome to drop a comment in the chat. We're always striving to do a better job of bringing you a better game. We are going to have some hardware upgrades here coming up very soon. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but I think we're gonna see even better streaming.
So we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. We're going to have a new pitcher and a new catcher. Ricardo's going to take the mound. Eastside's getting his first action behind the plate this tournament. From third to first, Cole is going to be at third. We have Jorge at short, Javon at second, Joe's playing first. From right to left, we've got Aaron again, Jack in center, and Christopher back again in left.
So, how wet is it out there? No, this is somebody else's coffee.
It's pretty wet out here.
Yeah. You can come in the booth. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're playing at a level that's not where we should be. Like, we should be beating this guys much better. Yeah.
It's soggy. It feels like a soggy.
It's soggy, and it's soggy, and it's his coffee.
This thing is soaked.
Yeah. It's okay. It'll dry out. I can throw it in the dryer. I just want people to know who's in here.
So it looks like we're going to get started. That's indicated by the music turning off. The number 2 hole hitter is going to be stepping up to the plate. That should be number 2, I believe, number 2 or 3. Eastside's working in sort of a mud pit back there now. If we had quick dry right now, I would love to see it. And
I'm not sure.
Everyone's checking their footing. Bottom of 4.
Bottom of 4. Oh, we're getting a new ball. Looks like maybe a dry ball from Coach there, the Jackrabbits. Dugout. The interesting thing about Ricardo is Ricardo has really worked his way into this sort of, relief spot by just placing the ball well.
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't overpower anybody. He doesn't really have a second pitch that he can command regularly, but he can place the ball really well. And that's really what we need, especially against this 11U team who hasn't really shown that they can drive the ball.
No, one ball's reached the outfield, didn't have much pace or pop on it. Here's a throw down by Eastside. It's right on the money.
As always.
Eastside had a great tournament last tournament.
Oh, my goodness. I went back and charted, again, Teddy's pitches to see how he pitched, because he didn't pitch his great last one. And Eastside had more outs than Teddy did. So,
yeah, Eastside was hot last tournament behind the plate. And gosh, he must have struck fear into plenty of runners back there. He was certainly that pop time, the release, the accuracy, and Ricardo did a great job. We talked about that multiple times here.
Yep.
With that being said, I hope we don't see it in this inning. I hope we get a quick 3 up, 3 down, and first pitch is going to be a ball that skips into the outside corner.
Ricardo now not extending his arm all the way back on the back when he brings his arm back towards second base. He's sort of cocked or bent at the elbow, and therefore he has not really brought the ball all the way to the plate. He keeps bouncing the ball because he can't generate the speed. So Coach is not going to put up for that. If he keeps bouncing the ball, Coach is going to be looking for a backup or another.
Cole's going to step in for a quick chat. It's a 2-0 count. Bunch of smiles out there. Ricardo's not in this game to walk people. He's in to pitch to the bat. And it's going to be high. So he's going to start off number 3, the 2-hole hitter, with a 3-0 count. And just as we talked about, my coach is going to have a quick chat with this pitcher and say, pound the strike zone.
Yep. You can't blame the wet ball.
Oh, he's going to get the quick hook, and it's going to be Gianni.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well,
so
I knew that there was a short leash. I had no idea it was quite that short. But here we go. Gianni will step in.
So Gianni's going to inherit the 3-0 count. I don't like that ever for a pitcher. However, we'll see. There's going to be a meeting of the minds at the mound. Gianni with the smile, macho man.
So the thing I think that Coach saw that I also saw was that literally every warm-up pitch from Ricardo bounced in the dirt, and then all except for that final pitch where he clearly was taking something off bounced in the dirt. So there was just inability to get the ball 50 feet.
And listen, I think we've identified that 7-1 is not what we were hoping for right now, and it's still a ball game. And so this game is not over. And I think the rain and the slop and the hay, I think it can lull you to sleep. So now Gianni finally punched one over the plate. So we'll see if the energy gets picked back up here and see what we get. So
yeah, I think more than anything, I like Gianni coming in because Gianni will close the door here and should keep them from scoring any runs. As a parent, I think the 1 o'clock game tomorrow sounds way better than the 11 o'clock or 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's 100% right, Mike.
Some complaints from the audience here from Mother Nature and her fact that it's been raining since we got here. This was not in the forecast. I had my WeatherBug app just had a gray, cloudy sky day. Although there's been recent upgrades to the WeatherBug app, which are making me grumpy. So maybe it's going the way of Apple weather. I'm not sure.
Is that a drink? It's in the wagon.
What do you eat? You can use words. No, you're fine.
All right, Gianni's got enough pitches, so it's going to be number 3 at to bat still, 3-0 count. Eastside signals blue. Blue signals third base coach and batter. Batter steps back in. It's a good sequence. It's crisp.
Let's get this thing going. We definitely are lacking the pace that that Teddy was bringing to the mound when he was pitching. So let's see if we can do this. So 3-0.
It's going to be ball 4, and it's going to be a leadoff walk.
Gianni also struggling to get the ball all the way to the plate. Not sure what's happening there. At the mound, at the rubber ball.
If there was ever a time that the kids gathered at the mound for some groundskeeping, perhaps it's right now.
Yeah, where's Jack when we need him?
So number 3 hole comes in, 50 Cent in the background. And Johnny's going to throw over to first. Joe's going to drop it. And it just wiggles just a little bit up the right field side of first base. A little bit sloppy right now, a little bit lacking energy. Joe's going to have a talk with Gianni to say, this ball is not pleasing me right now.
No.
So
we don't love it. We don't love what we've got in conditions, but that's no excuse.
Yeah,
the game
no
is playing.
The game is playing.
You got to go out and win. And
so we need to find some energy somehow. It's in the rain. Kids love the rain. Let's hear them get loud in the rain.
Yeah.
And
Squares around for bunt.
Johnny's going to spike that on the outside corner. It's 2-0.
Again, I would have loved to seen like a high fastball there, so the kid pops it up on the bunt attempt. So.
Let's pitch to the bat here, boys.
Yep.
So it's a 2-0 count. So it's 5 straight balls to the Majestic hitters. Runner standing on first, 0 out.
Yep.
Gianni's set. He's got his sign. The delivery. He's not going to get the call. So it's another 3-0 count and
2-0.
No, it's a 2-0 count. Okay.
Yeah.
Apologies.
There was the throw over, which messed things up. But yeah. And runner safe at second on a stolen base there. There was a little bit of a bobble on the transfer between glove and hand for Isai.
Swing and a miss.
58 miles an hour in on the hands. There is literally no way that the number 5 could catch up with that. So if he were to make contact on a 58 mile an hour pitch on the inside, he's probably going to muscle it towards the right side. So Javon or maybe even Joe would need to be ready for a ground ball.
So here's the 2-1 delivery. It's going to be outside, off of Isai's glove. Runner's going to be standing on third, takes a look in.
This has all the makings of a really bad inning for us.
Yeah,
I feel like right now. Yeah, I feel like there's some mojo or something in the air or something.
This is where you want to hear someone say who wants to make a play, and they want to say it loud, and you want something exciting to happen. I'm looking for maybe a step down throw from Isai if that runner at third checks his back and get some energy, clear the bags, get a little bit of excitement going on here, because I agree right now it feels like we're lacking. Here's a 3-1, and it's going to be outside. It's going to be ball 4. So those runners are on the corners now. Nobody out with the number 4 holder, number 4 hole hitter stepping up the plate.
I mean, if the Majestic were to draw this up any better, it'd be tough for them to do so.
Yeah, this is what you want. And we're going to get a new ball. So right now, I think you want to trade an out for a run.
Oh, I think so, absolutely.
You know, we're playing double play depth. Outfield is shallow. Playing them a little bit deeper on the left-hand side as we should for a right-hand hitter. There's the runner. It's outside. There's the snap down throw. And Cole gets the tag down and runner's back in. But I like that right there.
Yeah,
I like
a little bit of energy.
Yes.
So that runner does take second. So now the double play is away. So really what you need is Gianni to kind of strike this guy out. I mean, that's really what we need. Puts a lot of weight on Gianni's shoulders.
Okay.
Foul straight back.
Challenges him with a 1-0 count. Fastball, number 8. Fouled it off straight to the press booth.
Absolute slop pit in the right-handed batter's box, as well as the catcher's zone behind the plate. Isai looking for, I guess, pitch calls from the bench.
So, umpire, he's not a high school umpire.
No, I don't.
So, it's a 2-1 count as a result. That batter's front foot is just sliding around.
Yeah,
someone needs to get a rake out and do something about that.
There's no way he's going to make any sort of contact with it.
Yep. That one's outside, so it's a 3-1 count.
Didn't do Gianni any good there that Isai set up on the inside and then missed outside, so the ump only exaggerates it for the ump. 3-1 now. This is a key pitch.
And there's strike 2. So Quality at bat by the 4-hole hitter, number 8.
Yeah. Gianni took a little off. That one was 54. I think Gianni's just pumping fastballs today. I don't see them calling a lot of change-ups for him.
And we're going to have the bases loaded now. So 6-pitch walk.
So it looks like we're going to play in, potentially.
Yeah.
Corners in anyway, for a play at the plate. And then middle infielders will be back. What? It locks automatically if it gets closed all the way. So it's open now. So our middle infielders are going to play for a double play. Looks like they're back, but our corner infielders are, well, they were in. Yeah, Joe's in. It's not. Cole's kind of at normal with. Oh. Now our corners are in.
And the 0-0 count. And that should. Wow. Starts him off 1-0 again. A little bit elevated. He hasn't called that pitch a strike all day.
Yeah.
So that part of it's consistent. Looked good to me. As bases loaded, nobody out, 1-0 count.
So Joe holding the runner at first on. I'm not sure why. We have Javon at second. Doesn't have the innings at second that like a Ricardo does. So a double play ball here is going to take him really having his head in the game. Ball
so
2.
It's a 2-0 count.
Snap throw. Now here's what I know. Isai made an accurate snap throw down to third. Gianni and Ricardo are having a hard time getting the ball just 50 feet. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening. It's got to be something with the mound because the ball. I mean, by Isai's throw, the ball is definitely throwable.
Good. That's a good spot for number 19. Low and inside. It's been a strike all day. Teddy had a lot of success there earlier in the game. Inside, we noted it. Inside. Pound him inside.
Yep.
Let's see if Gianni can find that spot again.
The ump is also for right-hand batters setting up over the left shoulder of Isai so that he's got a clear view of those inside pitches. Now, Gianni has more velocity. He's not quite as strong at locating his pitches the way
Gianni's
Teddy
got
is.
the sign, the delivery. That's going to be strike 2. So it's a 2-2 count. Perfect placement.
Well done. Isai set up outside. He hit him outside. So we went inside, outside. So if we had a second or third pitch, like a changeup or a curveball, you'd throw that here. But it looks like we're just pumping fastballs. So look for a fastball. I think going back inside.
Yeah, it's a good call, Mike. Let's see what we get, partner. The delivery. Fastball. It's a little bit low. It's a good spot.
That was 58 miles an hour.
On the outside corner. Our pitchers have lived there this year.
I know.
And if we can put it there, I'm very happy with the execution. As a result, we're not getting that call.
We're not getting that call, which is frustrating. But the batters can't do anything with a 58 mile an hour pitch on the outside corner. Popped up and straight back. Out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So with bases loaded, in the event that there was a dropped third strike here, the batter will be automatically out. But this confuses our catchers and first baseman sometimes.
I'd rather not leave that up to this crew either. I want to swing and a miss right here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Set up on the inside corner again.
And the batter's going to foul it off. He's doing a great job getting that inside pitch. That's not easy. It's coming in there at the last one was 56, 57 miles an hour on the inside corner, and he's doing a good job.
Drop third strike with bases loaded is an automatic out.
It is.
With less than 2 outs, there is, because there's nowhere to anybody to go. Otherwise, you would just force this guy from third home, and you just tag him out instead. There's no place for this batter to go.
There's a third strike, yeah.
A drop third strike. Wow.
And it's going to be 4 consecutive walks, I believe. It's a good spot, man. So it's 7-2 now. Nobody out. Bags are still loaded. We got to pitch to the bat now.
I mean, I think you just got to throw it down the middle.
Yeah, throw it down the
You just
middle.
got to throw it down the middle. We're not getting that outside pitch. They've done a good job of fending off the inside pitch. So, I think
that was a great at bat though by the Majestic player.
It
Right there. He
was.
fouled off a lot of good pitches, and that's going to be a 1-0 count.
Gianni just can't miss outside. That is like the one place we're not getting the calls at all. So, you're over the plate, but maybe a little high. We've been getting that call, but
It's been a long inning.
yeah.
We certainly don't want to time out as the away team right here and have a big inning. So we need to trade some outs for some runs. That's a good spot.
Yes.
1-1 count.
about 3 inches closer to the batter. Difference between a ball in the first pitch and a strike with the second pitch. So no real finesse right here. I think Gianni just has to pump him down the middle and over the plate, and challenge the Majestic to beat us with their bats. There it is.
And it's a swing and a miss. Yes, he did. Number 11 doesn't like that he did that. Gianni likes it. So it's going to be a 1-2 count. Finally, a pitcher's count. Finally, let's see if we can get a little creative. I don't think we're going to. I think you said it. We're just pumping fastballs at this point. But finally, we're ahead in a count, so we can have some wiggle room for our pitchers. And the delivery, and it's a curveball. And remember, you know, it was a nice pitch. 11 wasn't doing anything with it. You want to see him swing and miss on that one.
Wow.
So
that curve actually had some movement on it too. That's frustrating.
2-2. And it's a fastball on the outside corner. And that's our first out of the inning. We desperately needed a strikeout. And now we can look to turn 2. The hard way, the easy way, whatever way we can get it. We want 2 right here, and we need to get the bats back up and some momentum back on our side.
Yes.
So we're looking to see the kids talk a little bit more right now. We'll see what happens here. So Gianni may have figured out something. I would start him off with a curveball right here, to be honest, and get a swing and a miss, I bet.
Only if you feel confident you can get the movement on it.
He's going to start him off with a fastball outside. It's a 1-0 count. Gianni worked himself back into a pitcher's count that last at-bat. He started 1-0 to the outside corner. And it's a tough place to live today with this umpire, and I'm not really finding that location. So here's the 1-0. Back inside, and that was a nice pitch. 53 miles an hour. Had a little bit of break to it. Gianni took a little bit off of that. Confused number 10. This is the pitcher on the other side. So it's a 1-1 count. 1 out. Bags jacked. Corners in. Midfielders are double play depth. The delivery. He's going to go way inside. It's going to go past Isai. Isai's right back on it. It's going to dance under the number 10 shoes. Isai is going to slip and slide around. He's finally going to make a play on the ball. And that's slop baseball, guys.
Wow. That was, yeah. Isai kind of giggling to himself because there was friction where he didn't expect friction and no friction where he expected friction on trying to get that ball. So we got Cole out there, our on-field coach, reminding Gianni that he's got 2-1, so he needs to get this strike in, try to get ahead in the count.
And you know, it's a beautiful pitch, Mike.
I know.
And
we can't get it.
We can't get it. This is where we're instructed to pitch. So great pitch, great execution. It's a 3-1 count, and we're not going to get it. We got it a couple times.
Well, that's just weird. Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit confusing.
But at 3-1 now, Gianni can't mess around. It's got to be see the glove, hit the glove.
Yeah. Got to challenge him. Trust your defense here.
Yeah, we can't give up free runs. I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than free runs.
It's the pitch.
There it is.
Yeah. Number 10 steps out of the box. That should be a clear indicator that, you know what, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to pump it by him. I'm going to give him my fastball, and I'm going to put it right there for him. And if you can hit it today. But number 10 didn't look interested.
No.
Stepped away from a fastball right down the pipe. So I would give him if I can find that again and put it right there, I'm giving him that same pitch, not messing around. And he's going to throw a ball. It's going to be. There's no runner. It's ball 4. So our 5th walk of the inning, 2 runs have come across, 1 out. It's 7-3 now, and
we are just not playing our best baseball. This is May, almost April baseball in the middle of June here, 1st of June.
Isai's going to try to
get some of the mud off it. You may have seen or heard that as he was kicking the back of the backstop here. But
this is a Caba tournament, correct?
Correct.
I'd like to put a shout out to Triple Crown tournaments. At every one of their tournaments, they have for your cleats.
Oh, they're little cleat cleaners.
They have cleat cleaners at every tournament because it's very important. Hard to hit right now, and you want clean cleats to try to do that. Otherwise, it's mud on mud.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the late 80s, I paid money to see mud on mud. I'm not paying money to see mud on mud right now.
No.
I'd rather it be 75 and sunny.
Would be nice. It does appear as though that the rain has stopped falling.
It does. There's no wind.
There's no wind, so maybe things are getting better. Oh, it's still raining.
It's light, but it's still raining.
Okay, it's a light rain. From the resident meteorologist, we're getting a clarity. So
it's 1 out. Bags are still juiced. Gianni's on the mound.
It's a sloppy mess. It is 7-3 with the bases loaded. So the tying run is at the plate with only 1 out.
Hey, he's going to start him off with the first pitch strike. So the umpire likes it about chest high on that outside corner.
Yeah.
You know.
So maybe we can get that more frequently. I'm not sure, but definitely doesn't like that low and away pitch, which is where we instruct all of our pitchers to throw and to live.
And
inside 52-mile-an-hour curveball, apparently a ball. Not sure why.
This is a hitter's dream behind the plate right now. Bags juiced, 1 out. Umpires not ringing anybody out.
A very tight strike zone.
And it's going to be ball 2. It's squirted right behind the umpire and Isai. Isai snatches it from the pit of despair that we call home plate now, and so it's going to be a 2-1 count.
Yeah, you can't use a brush to clean off home plate. You're going to need a pressure washer.
So number 12 takes a good long look at his coaches, who were probably telling him, hit the ball.
Oh, the field ump has just announced that time has expired and we will finish the inning. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is all she wrote. We either win because we get 2 more outs, or they win because they get the winning runs across. And right now,
the winning run, the tying run's at the plate.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm not feeling super confident about this inning.
This inning has probably been about 7 hours long.
That is correct, yes.
And it's another walk. That's our 6th walk of the inning. We walk in our 3rd run.
Johnny's still out there because we don't have anybody else, really. I mean, Ricardo couldn't even throw 50 feet. Oh.
So Jack's going to be summoned in to pitch. Gianni is going to work 1/3 of an inning, and
Jack will be called upon to get 2 crucial outs. This is definitely not a game we should lose. I may have jinxed it earlier. This might all rest on my shoulders. But this is definitely not a game we should be losing. So we need.
Hey, keep working out there, kid. East side. Let's get the energy up. Let's go. Keep working out there, kid. Let's go.
Well, while we have this break here for Jack to get some warm-up throws in, I don't remember if he's just allowed 8 or if he's got just until his arm's good. But yeah, kind of a sub Gianni performance. And Gianni's at the mound this inning.
Yeah, it was weird. It's a weird morning. It's a weird game. But all that aside, the other team's playing in the same weirdness, and we got 2 big outs to get.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose the first game of the tournament. We don't want to lose it like this.
No, we don't lose it at all. Certainly don't want to lose it like this, where they have not really earned it. Right? They just stood there.
Yeah, it's really easy when you walk 6 in an inning.
Yeah.
And you get 1 out. So 1 strikeout, 6 walks, bottom of the 4th, time's expired, 7-4 now. So the winning run is standing at home plate.
That's correct. Yeah, I guess it'd be number 25. Looks like they would be that. Having a hard time just even throwing the ball to each other. Jack didn't quite get it to Isai in his warm-up pitch. Isai didn't get it back to Jack.
Yeah, that mound's a mess out there.
Yeah.
That's hard for pitchers who really drive and push off that. But yeah, they're sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
And the umpire has not helped the pitchers out, and you know he's muy contento with calling balls and
very tight strike zone.
Yeah. So. Okay, so Jack's ready to go. The lefty's going to inherit the bases loaded. Relief pitcher never likes that, so it's going to be an 0-0 count. Bottom 3rd of the lineup for the Majestic. He's going to take a first pitch strike. So Jack's going to start him off. It's an 0-1 count. 1 down, bags loaded. Let's see what we get. So Jack looks in, gets the sign, runners moderately leading off. And it's going to be up and away. And Isai is going to fire it way high right now. Luckily, Cole's all is 6'1", and Cole really had to go up and get that. That's not what you want with bags loaded in the kind of inning that we had. We're going to let Jack go ahead and win the game. We don't need to backpick anyone right now. There's nowhere to go, so it's a 1-1 count. And it's going to be strike 2. I finally managed to master technology.
No, you didn't. You just made the guy run out, or made him out. There you go. One ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Jack's looking good. Let's see if we get another strike here.
What I do like is that Jack being the lefty, his ball's going to tail.
Oh,
Not sure why we did that.
I'm not sure either. We got a 1-2 count, and we're checking the runner at first with the bases loaded. There's nowhere for him to run.
Nope.
So it's not smart baseball right now. So we had Eastside try to backpick a runner at third. Almost threw it over Cole's head, which was hard to do. Then we got Jack on a 1-2 count, worrying about the runner at first base that has nowhere to go. As a result, it's 7-5 now.
So we do have a force play now at third.
And that's strike 3. What a time for us to get the outside
Yes.
corner. It was
51-mile-an-hour outside corner pitch.
And maybe this umpire can see it coming from the lefty, coming in
That's what I
across the
think.
plate.
I think he has a better view.
He has a better view of it. Because the way he's set up, he can't really see our right-handers hit that corner. It looks like it's tailing away as far as he's
Exactly.
So we'll take it. 2 outs. Challenge pitch, right up the middle, and right to Ricardo. Oh! And so,
In a slop, we get a single.
yeah, so bases are loaded again. Winning, tying run is standing on second. So 140 feet away is the tying run. Number 42 is up to the plate. I believe this is the 12-hole hitter.
Near the bottom of the order, yeah. And last time he struck out. So a 7 out now for dry baseballs. So Jack throwing strikes. .42 being suggested he watch the ball in, but hit it. Ball in the dirt. Runner off first almost got himself picked off because he started running towards second, not realizing there was somebody at second.
And I think if Eli didn't get called off from doing that a couple pitches ago, he might have fired to Joe. Joe was late covering back to the bag.
Yep.
But see what we get here. It's a 1-0 count. I'd like to see Jack pitch back to the bat. And the delivery. And that's going to be strike 1, 1-1 count.
It's all about 1 out or their runner on second. That's what it all comes down to, folks. And this shouldn't be like that, but it is, and it is, so it shall be.
And the delivery.
That ball.
So it's a 2-1 count.
That is a ball on, again.
Maybe a little bit low for the umpire's liking. It almost looked like the same pitch he called strike.
Yeah, it was.
So, it's a 2-1 count. And someone's going to have to make a play here. Here's the delivery. It's going to be outside and away, 3-1.
That ball came out of Jack's hand super funny. I don't know if it was wet or if he was trying to do some
Top
pitch.
of the lineup's on deck. So you want to go get him.
You got it, yeah. You got it. The inning has to end right here at number 42. So Jack's got to put one over the plate, make number 42, put it in play.
And so he's going to walk in. Number run, top of the lineup's up. 7-6. Tying run's 70 feet away. Winning run is 140. And that runner at second can run.
Yeah, we've seen him in the outfield doing some running. So number 7, small little gentleman. So small strike zone.
Yeah, and that's a scary prospect. A small strike zone getting even smaller. Jack's going to work from the windup and the delivery. It's going to be a first pitch strike.
Which was the same pitch. There was a ball 3 pitches ago.
Right.
But I like Jack from the windup. He puts a little bit more speed on it.
Yeah. And the 1-0-1 count. And it's going to be up the middle, right out Jorge. Jorge's going to touch the ball. That's going to be ball game. Well, partner, we squeaked out of here 7-6. We're 6-1 as a crew. We'll see you at 1 o'clock for the next game.
Exactly. We'll see you at 1 o'clock, everybody.
Thanks, Jack fans.
That is a good ending, good result on a sloppy game. So we will be back at 1 o'clock Mountain Time for our second game. Well played by the Majestic, especially playing up as an 11U team versus a 12U. And yeah, we'll be back. We've got more stories to tell about the pink jerseys. We got some family members who are impacted by breast cancer. We're going to try to get them on the camera as well. So we will be back at 1 o'clock on Mountain Time, hopefully with the rain going away. Thank you, everybody, for joining Jackrabbits Broadcasting.